Usually at 5 o'clock in the morning you'd like to say 24 hours it should all be over, but this time tomorrow we may still have about 6 bloody hours to go. 2, 1. 1906. At the moment it feels like that's the year I was born, so I remember that. Oh, very important to wash all the salt water out of your bits before sitting on a bike for 5.5 hours. So there you go. It's the little tips that you get from support crews, you see?
No.
Alright. Awesome to have the Hauraki rail trail built into the start of the bike leg. It's got a distinctive rural smell to it that the Otago rail trail I don't think has, but nice touch. I think that's the flat bit done. 5 hours uphill now. Definitely off the Hauraki Plains. Been climbing for about an hour now. Just getting into a good rhythm. Don't have to go too far inland from the Coromandel coast to get some stunning country. Okay, definitely off the Hauraki Plains now. Been climbing for about an hour. Just getting into rhythm. But you don't have to come too far inland to find some awesome country around here. What's more, didn't get off once.
Minutes for, bonus minutes, maybe minutes. I was going to go for 100.
This is just the rock climb to the rock climb.
What about, you think you better get out the dog leg for Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
He's fallen behind slightly. Yeah. Let's see how he goes for a little while. Might have to. Here he comes.
Woo! 9 hours ago, Miranda, 2:30. Smoko.
Look out further north.
Okay, into the 11th hour, nearly halfway through, or we hope it's bloody well halfway through. We've been trying to break into a run for the last 2 or 3 hours with this trek, but it's such a tight, dense course. It's pretty much trek, climb and scramble. Another couple of hours down to the bottom of the valley, mountain biking, a bit of abseiling. 12 hours time, it'll be a night trek coming back this way past Table Mountain. See you before then.
Time to get wet.
Oh, they reckon the gold's hard to find in these hills, but after 4 hours tramping, this is it right here. Beautiful stuff.
right.
Looking
good.
Loosen that and just strip off. Smooth over,
Put up a bit higher, yeah, and then right by your hips now there's a good foothold.
Please just kind of wait up a little bit. Good work. No handholds here. Go up to the right of the tree.
Alrighty, 2 hours to the kayak cut-off, so we better get moving. First night ride. We'll see you at the kayak.
Thanks for your help, mate. No problem. Have a good one. I'll see you guys later.
You wanting us to stop? Got it.
We've just got to the night kayak transition, which looking forward to using the arms after doing the legs for about the last 50 hours, and it's been cancelled because it's a bit choppy and we're restricted with support boats at the moment this time of night. So we're going to bike another 10 k's. Joy.
That ride is very nice, and the time is 10:04.
Who's
The weather, it's a bit like me, full of wind coming right, but maybe the weather's coming right a little bit faster than I am at the moment. I haven't reached the despair stage yet. I think I've gone from a coiled spring to an overstretched slack rubber band, certainly. The human side of racing.
Feeling off on this side for some reason.
Preventative, not a sign of weakness, it's just a preventative measure. Thank you. Alright, well the home stretch. Usually a home stretch means a home stretch, but when it's a 24-hour bloody race it means pretty much a full event. And we've got basically a nice touch, a half marathon to finish up on. Not just a half marathon through some of the hilliest terrain that the Coromandel has to offer, off track, off piste. But I've got a banana and I've got my blister pad and I've got very, very strong team ethos. Should be there by Bricky. Alright, so much for tapering towards the end of the event. Just been told we're going to cover from sea level up to about 700 metres over 4 kilometres. But you're surprised I'm still going. It's nothing to do with athletic ability, it's pride and fear. It's what happens when you get filmed doing your first 24-hour thing and you can't turn up Monday failing. Well, you can, but I won't.
This checkpoint's an old mine. That's a battery. It's not a mine. Should we go and check it? Danger, do not enter. Did we ignore that?
Point quandary. Compulsory mine checkpoint. We think this is the only mine we've found in the first hour of walking. Bit of history here. Probably some two old diggers here. The private old mine that they've had a gold seam they've been trying to explore. It's amazing history stuff, but danger, do not enter down on the sign here, and we're not too confident about the whole stability of this, especially with the big wetters right there. Look at that big fella there. Alright, we'll hit the 19-hour mark. We're 300 metres into our sea level to 700 metre climb. Not feeling too bad at the moment, he says, speaking too soon. My dark place might be just around the corner. Oh, oh, ah, jeez.
Have you got stung?
Okay, we're just holding fire. We've just retreated back here. There's a wasp nest that's been disturbed up there. It's not pleasant. The old bear has just been stung about 5-6 times.
Oh, I would have got about 5 on me. It's yeah, it's not just 1 or 2. They go for you.
We've had checkpoints, we've had jumping off waterfalls, abseiling, but we don't know if the wasps were part of the organiser's intention, but it's got the best reaction so far. Oh. Okay. Well, bloody wasps. We decided the best thing to do was to run through the swarm, which we did. I got stung a couple more times, but ripped a calf muscle at the same time, unfortunately. So we're about 7k's into the 22k's, and we're near the top of the ridge at least. Yeah, well, the running of the wasps has ended up in quite a wrenched calf muscle, and it's turned what should have been a final sort of 2.5 hour walk back into base into a 5 to 6 hour one. But never mind, we'll get at least our 24 hours in, and the team's been very supportive and understanding. You can ask them what they really think. We'll keep it on the down low. The high points were, jeez, shouldn't the high points roll off my tongue? They should, shouldn't they? Yeah. Can we talk about the low points first? Like 12 hours for a half marathon that started at 11 o'clock at night. That'll be a low point. That'll be a low point. Oh, and did I mention we're not the last? There's 3 teams still out there, apparently uninjured. What their story is, I don't know. Well, 29.5 hours. Just goes to show what someone very averagely fit can do, I guess, when needs must, because there's no other way I was going to get out of there. Had to do it on my own 2 feet, even though one of them wasn't working that well, so just did it, broke the 30-hour mark.